I really want to get back into some kind of sprinting work and also reintroduce the Nordic curls because I feel like I know how to deal with this little annoyance that I am experiencing in my tendon at the back of my knee, and I always feel like the work that I'm doing pushing the sled is not really giving me much of an annoyance sometimes, but it's mainly because I am not really there mentally. And in here, I wanted to take sprints from the bottom up and really going kind of easy. These are not max effort sprints. They are something more than a run, definitely more than a jog, but also definitely not a max effort sprint. I will be hopefully going up towards where I can sprint max effort without any pain, but I want to get some work done towards that. And what better place to do that in the park around lunchtime, where I can get exposure to the sun and work on the grass, even though the heat waves are coming all the time, and it's a bit dry, but it's a perfect weather to work outside. And after I was done with that and some handstands, I went back into the gym, and I was doing some Nordic curls. Again, in here, my focus is on making sure that my reps are nice and clean, and I do not overstretch or put too much pressure on my tendons as I am going back up. I'm noticing that when I am abusing the stretch reflex, I sometimes do too much. And something that I wanted to do to address this, or at least to mitigate that, was to, on the third to sixth reps, I was pushing my fists under my torso, because I'm always going a little far beyond the parallel point where my knees are resting. And as I'm getting more fatigued, I want to decrease that range of motion to make sure that it's level with my fully extended knees, or at least as extended as I can get. And also thinking about keeping my hips as extended as possible. There is a bit of an angle there, and I'm good with that at the moment. I just want to get the work in and the volume done, and hopefully improve from that. Here, high pull-ups. I was satisfied with the work because this first set of the two that I did, I noticed that the first rep was definitely below the sternum, not quite at the belly button level that I would like to get to. And I was also going for 4 reps because I feel like I'm losing a lot of power, and there is no point in going for a high pull-up where the reps are really not distinguishable from a normal pull-up. And I was kind of supersetting, not really, like waiting a minute or so and going into some seated overhead dumbbell presses. My shoulders were already warm from the handstands that I've been doing outside, and in here I was using again 12 kilos and going for high-ish repetitions up to 12, trying to get clean reps with proper technique in, not feeling any discomfort in the rotator cuff as I was going up. There was maybe 1 rep on this set where I was feeling a bit of an annoyance, but I corrected that straight away. This is the second set, and this first one here was a really good one. I think that I pulled as close to the belly bottom as I ever had up until now. And of course, after that, the performance was kind of decreasing exponentially, as I am expecting, because these are a very tough exercise, but I was getting much better work with the slightly lower repetitions, and this is what I'm going to be progressing. And hopefully, if I keep staying in this lowish rep range, I can always give 100% to every pull that I'm doing. And finishing off with another set of the overhead presses, again trying to make sure that the eccentric as well as the concentric is under full control at all times, going again for 12 repetitions. So these were 2 sets where I performed the same amount of reps, and I always felt like I was in control and I was getting good stimulus out of all of them. So really happy about this. Ciao.